You have new details tonight. Just about 2 hours ago, Governor Mike DeWine outlined the measures Ohio takes to combat fraud in the state's publicly funded child care centers. He says people are rightfully concerned about reports of fraud, allegations in Minnesota that are happening right now, and estimated in the billions of dollars. 10 TV political reporter Doug Petcash was at the governor's news conference this afternoon. He is live with us at the State House with what the governor laid out for everyone. Doug.
Well, hey, Jeff, Governor DeWine says the state has several provisions in place to combat the threat of fraud at its nearly 5,200 state-funded child care centers across the state. And he says that the state did 10,000 unannounced visits at daycares to check for things like fraud, but also health and safety issues. The governor also says in 2025, the Department of Children and Youth received 124 tips from the public on its fraud tip line. He says of those tips, 61 centers have been required to pay back overpayments of state money. The state also closed 12 separate facilities. They found 30 of them were operating properly under state and federal law, and 21 are still under review.
In every agency, we try to be as vigilant, and we are as vigilant as we can about fraud. Does fraud occur? Yes, fraud occurs. Our job is to do everything we can. No fraud is acceptable. Our zero tolerance, and our job is to do everything that we can. But you have 5,200 facilities. You have 100,000 kids going in those facilities every single day.
To combat fraud, DeWine says our state pays facilities based on attendance rather than enrollment, and the attendance is verified through the kids and parents having PIN numbers. The state also has a comprehensive review process of the daycare centers. The data is then cross-referenced every month. And as I mentioned, the state also encourages tips about potential fraud from the public. The governor also says the state will implement more of these safeguards in the Department of Children and Youth to check for and prevent and find fraud if it exists in Ohio's daycare centers. At the State House, Doug Petcash, 10 TV News.